Welcome to Friday Night Fights with
Zach
and Caden on Superhero Brodowns.
So today, as you guys heard in the intro, it is Friday Night Fights, and so we will be doing drawing randomly out of a hat, and we will be picking characters, and from there we will debate about who we think would win. Sorry, I just had my throat started closing up.
That's not normal. You should see a doctor.
I probably should see a
Anyway, the whole point of this is that we get to go against each other. We get to fight about heroes, and there's no prep time, no downtime. We can't completely find each other's weaknesses unless you go in knowing that. Which we're not. We have little shellings of lives. We don't know everything about superheroes.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna draw randomly, and just to make sure you guys know, we are doing again the 3 minute, and then 5 minute rounds.
Yes.
Boxing style, as we did Monday.
And it is to the death. The whole point is to get the other character to die.
And, again, we're not going to look at moral concepts, so...
Batman can win by killing someone.
So, yeah, we're not going to look at
moral standpoints.
No, we're not going to look at that. We're just going to look at, their abilities.
Their abilities. How they would fare against the other one.
And another note... just because this is our first one, just letting you guys know, there's no OP characters in the hat.
So no Deadpool. We're sorry about that. I love Deadpool just as much as the next guy, but he's overpowered. He would wreck it.
Yeah, especially against Black Widow.
Yeah.
Or Hawkeye.
Well, no one could touch him.
True. Okay. So, am I gonna draw first, or do you want to draw first?
I'll draw first, but just a reminder, you guys can like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell notification, and then we will drop some paper. I'm so sorry. And if you have any questions in the comments, ask us. We'll not always be there, but we'll answer them. Like, if you're like, is this character OP? Is he in the hat? We'll be like, no, why would he be in the hat? It's silly. What is your guy?
So I just drew, and I got the Thing.
And I have obtained Bane.
Bane versus the Thing.
I think that'll be fun.
I think that'll be good, because it's a kind of strength characters.
Yeah.
I think this will be good. Alright, so we are going to...
My name is...
Okay, we're not going to do quotes and impressions, because that's just... no.
But Bane...
Okay, we're going to begin. So the first 2 rounds are going to be 3-minute rounds, the last one 5-minute rounds. Yes. Correct? Alright, and then you can start the timer whenever you are ready.
I'm not ready! Just kidding, I am ready. 3, 2, 1, begin.
Okay, so while Bane is a very strong character, you're going against someone that is solid rock. You're going against someone that does not have any human attributes anymore, because he has been changed by the radiation, by the gamma rays. So he's very, very strong. He's fought people like Hulk. He's fought people like Dr. Doom. He's fought just about any character. Just because the Fantastic Four is one of the most powerful teams, he's fought so many people.
Basically, what you're saying is that because the Thing has fought on Fantastic Four, is that he's not going to have much experience when he's alone. That's basically
there are quite a few different comic books where, the Thing will be going against the Hulk, or the Thing will be going against other people.
And the Hulk is strong, but not as strong as Superman, who Bane has faced against. Bane and Superman have gone against each other. Bane has gone against Batman with Superman's powers. Sure, he lost, but I'm sure the Thing would lose against the Hulk, who has infinite strength at some degree.
Okay, so...
And when it comes down to things, it would be easier, since he can break a spine by hitting someone on his knee hard enough.
But this isn't a spine, this is a rock.
Exactly. He's strong enough to do that with his knee, with his bare hands. I'm sure he'd be able to break rock, considering the fact that he's tipped an armored truck just with his bare hands. I think he can totally break through rock.
Okay, so you're going with this thing that he's stronger. You have one weakness that is definitely going to be the biggest flaw with Bane, and that is his venom tubes, his steroids. And
without the steroids, he's still really strong. He did. Without the venom, he was able to do the armored car thing.
That's granted with the certain... I don't know which storyline you're going off of, but there are lots of different variations of Bane. He was a Russian prisoner at one point.
Yeah, he was born in a prison.
But there's also other ones, as in the really cheesy Batman Forever films. I think it was Batman Forever, Batman and Robin. One of the two.
I'm not doing that.
And he was a really weak guy, you know?
I'm not doing that. I'm saying that Bane is this strong, really muscly dude, even without Venom. And if he's ever in trouble, he can use the Venom to make himself stronger if he's not good enough to break the Rock.
He's a strong guy, but he's not, like, the strongest... Like, he could even be the strongest man alive, but that's nowhere near the strength of the Thing.
And the Thing, yes, he's strong, but not as strong as Superman, which he has taken hits from. Sure, there are very few, but he's still taking hits, and no one can match Superman's strength.
Alright, what are the other points I want to bring up? Bane is not very smart.
Actually, he did eventually supply some Venom that does improve his brain capacity.
There are certain variations. There's so many different variations on Bane. We can just go on anything that's canon right now, aren't we?
Yes. He's decoded Batman's identity at one point.
But granted, Thing...
That's the end of the timer. That is the timer that goes... Bang, bang, bang. Okay.
Alright, that was pretty intense. Again, we're just getting kind of warmed up in the first round, bringing up any good points. This should be interesting. I think the Thing might actually win this one. I think he might have a chance.
I think Bane has a pretty good chance.
Possibly. And make sure you guys vote on who you guys think won down in the comments or in a poll up in the top right so much more corner.
Efficient. Yeah. At the end of the video, the little icon will appear, and you'll be like, hey, what's that? And you'll click on it.
If I can get that. But I'll try my hardest.
Try, Zach.
I will try very hard.
In yourself.
I will try very hard on that. Alright, so...
Anyway, me, Time Lord, over here, is going to start the timer in a couple seconds. So...
How many nerd references are we going to make today?
I mean, it doesn't have to be a nerd reference. The Time Lord is the Time Lord. He controls all time.
Okay.
We're moving on. I'm gonna start in 3, 2, 2.5, 1.
Okay, so the Thing was a scientist before he was even a monster he was.
The Freak of the Week.
There are quite a few films where, like, there was the whole 2 films from the early 2000s where the Thing was he was pretty smart. And in the comic books, he's really smart. In the newer film, the Fan 4-stick, the really bad one, I don't even think that's canon technically.
I don't know.
The movie's so bad.
But either way, yes, he's smart, but what will that contribute to him?
Well, no, that will contribute to how he thinks quickly, how he's able to assess the damage, how he's able to assess your powers, how he will be able to think, oh, those things, they might have to do with something, because he has this mask on that's obviously inhaling the venom, like it's injecting it somewhere. So what's it doing?
Injecting it to his muscles straight up, and yeah, sure, he might strike the tubes, but he's strong enough without them, and as long as he gets one good injection in it, it'll stay in his bloodstream for a while until it wears off.
Just because he's that's still a weakness, because it's just like a regular guy that's strong.
Nonetheless, and he could totally break through the Thing's defenses. And Bane he might not be as smart as the Thing, but he is smart. And when Venom enhances him, he also will become just a genius at that point. He will figure out weaknesses that the Thing has. And
what weaknesses does the Thing have, other than, like, mental weaknesses, which there's no way you could figure out that. The only weakness he has is, I want to be human again.
Well, then let's decode that, his temper. You can say anything to him and he will get mad.
But you're assuming that temper is going to be a bad thing in this situation. Because even if he's not, even if he's not a huge genius in that situation, he could just run towards you and start smacking you. Because after he pulls out the things, he doesn't even need the smarts anymore.
Bane,
after that, all he needs is strength. And with that temper, you're just going to power that anger even more. Bane, all it is the venom. There's no, necessary,
Bane is also acrobatic. He can dodge the Thing for as long as he needs. He might not be the most acrobatic, but he can definitely move, juck and jive. You know, he can do whatever he needs to get out of the way. Even if that's say, throw something onto him to keep him down for a while to think up a good strategy.
There's what are you going to pick up that is going to be big enough to put him in a place like this?
Armored truck. I've talked about this many times. He can lift up an armored truck with his bare hands. He can punch through.
So can the Thing.
In
the original Fantastic Four films, there was a point where that fire truck went off the side of the bridge.
Yeah.
On the Brooklyn Bridge, and he had to pull it up. Okay.
Is the fire truck equal to an armored truck?
I mean, but
I don't think so.
That was in like his first week of having the powers.
And Bane, with Venom, he didn't even have Venom when he lifted up the armor truck. He can totally improve his strength and make himself stronger.
Alright, so right now, that was the timer. Right now, we're just going on a really big, like, strength-based
Yeah.
fight. And I feel like that's going to be the winning factor.
It's definitely a strength battle.
Because, I mean, there is going to be definitely, like, smarts and speed involved. But right now, whoever's the strongest...
And I think that's Bane. I'm going to stick by that. But this last round is 5 minutes.
This is our 5-minute round, just to be able to tie up all kind of the last statements and
loose
make
ends.
sure, loose ends, just to make sure we have a good clean fight,
Yep.
and make sure we have everything. I have a few points I haven't brought up yet.
I have some points that I want to bring up.
All right,
Probably not as many as you, but I think Bane's got it.
possibly. All right, so do you want to begin this?
No. I'm leaving.
Okay.
Okay.
And by the way, rip headphone users.
Rip headphone users.
Okay, you're just gonna break their ears. Okay, start.
Yes, I will start. In 3, 2, 1, begin.
So, in the Fantastic Four movie, while that movie isn't the best movie, like, plot-wise or anything, that movie has shown the Thing's strength very well. Because there is a point where he's working for the military, and there's on the screen, and even in the trailers, I remember, he picks up tanks and chucks them like they're rocks. Like, it's just a little, he picks up a tank and throws it.
Alright.
He jumps out of airplanes and just lands and, like, causes craters. I mean, like, he doesn't even, he can smash through trees. I mean, pretty much, I'm sure anyone can do that.
Bane could totally smash through a tree. But I will admit that the tank thing is a bit impressive.
That's a feat. That's a feat.
But he's still not, Superman levels of strong, which you haven't talked about. Defenses. Yes, he's made of rock.
That's gonna be so much stronger than just the skin or muscle. This is rock muscle.
He could still break through it. If he finds one of just the more exposed cracks in his head, he can just put his hands between it and just crack him open like a watermelon.
But it's not like you're assuming that like it's not that thick. You're assuming that it's that hollow. Like this is gonna take a lot more. Like it's not like that easy to crack. It's rock, like hard rock. Like that'd be like
armored trucks are hard steel, which he punches through easily with one hand, and that was without Venom. And I keep bringing that up because it's very important to know that he's that strong just without his Venom. As long as he gets one good pump in, he will still have that through his bloodstream and make him even stronger. And I'm sure that he is smart enough to figure out that the temper is going to make him weaker. Like, it'll make him stronger, more angry, but it'll make him more predictable. A more predictable monster. The freak of the week. That which he is.
But you just said more predictable.
Exactly, so he knows what the Thing's moves are.
But now the Thing, we've already proved that he was smart too. He's going to be able to think of this easily. He's going to be like, oh, predictable.
I'm saying that Bane is thinking he's predictable because he's got angry. Bane stays calm. When has he ever lost his, gotten angry, lost his cool?
I couldn't give you any specific examples. If there are any specific examples, I would tell the audience to comment down below.
Since it's not part of your argument, don't put that into account. And totally, it'll make him start to lose his cool and make him more predictable so that he knows what he's doing. It'll give him more chances to find an opening. To at one point just keep centering on one location. He is smart enough to know that if you put enough pain on one point, eventually you'll break through.
But so is the Thing. Everyone knows that. If the Thing, he went into his head. Like, all you had to do is, grab his hands were, like 4 times the size of Bane's head.
Yeah, if he's angry, he can't even catch him, by the way. I would like to point that out, how fast is the Thing? Not very, okay? His most mobile thing is just leaping into the air.
Exactly, and that's gonna make him he can move quickly from one place to another.
But while Bane can run away and climb up things, it's gonna take Thing a lot more to do that. He's gonna have to, slowly thump around, try and climb up things that are obviously gonna break before he gets to the top because it's too heavy. Bane can just get away easily, and eventually I'm sure he can find a gun somewhere. He has an arsenal of just weapons where his location is. He has bombs, he has guns, he has more things at his disposal that he can use other than his fists, which the Thing only has.
The Thing also has that major defense. Like, you're talking that the Thing would be so easy to break through. Name one instant where that has happened.
I can't...
One instant where somebody has broken through the Thing.
I can't say that for certain, but since Bane has so many open shots, he can eventually, I'm sure, break through something. He has bombs and explosives now. If he ties that to just his neck, I'm sure that his head would just at least crack so much, leaving for more open-ended strikes, eventually leading to cause so much damage to his brain that he can't even think straight.
But I mean, you're like, in all of the films, Batman has easily beaten Bane. I mean, maybe not in the Dark Knight Rises. That was a little more tough. That was because it was a little more it was a more realistic, gritty film.
Exactly.
But in this was if we're going off, like, none of the Fantastic Four films, other than the last one, was, like, gritty and realistic. He was still really strong then. In the original Fantastic Four, it was really cheesy, and in the old Batman with Bane, that was super cheesy. And, like, Bane was just a throwaway villain. That Robin, of all people, if I remember right, Robin was able to take him down.
But we've said before that that villain was bad and we shouldn't consider it, and we aren't, because we said that only, like, one round ago, like, the first round,
it's still
and
canon.
you agreed with me.
No, I said it was still canon, though.
I never said that it was canon, and you agreed that it wasn't an important piece of evidence, and we should just toss it aside, and it should be tossed aside because it's not canon. And that's the end of the timer.
Wow. Time flies when you're having fun.
Time flies when you're about to rip your friend's head off.
True. Don't grab the gun.
Either way, yeah, you guys can vote for who you think won this battle in the poll, and if there's not a poll, you can tell us in the comments. We'll tally them up before the next Friday night fights and see who won. We'll tell you who won this bout next Friday night, and we'll see. We'll see. Either that, or we'll say, like, Twitter or something. Because we're recording this in bulk. Yeah, so we won't know until, like, later.
Mm-hmm. But, so make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell notifications, and make sure you guys, say who you think won. And I know there was a lot of things I did not bring up. I am not 100% good with my Thing, fan. Like, I'm not a very big Thing fan.
He's not good with his Thing.
I'm not good with yes, I'm not good with my Thing. So I don't know enough. I don't know a lot of the comics and a lot of the history behind him.
I know more about Bane than I really should, than a normal person would.
Yeah.
But I still don't know everything about him. So if we missed something out, or if we said something wrong, tell us.
Yeah, because we very apologize. Sometimes we say stuff wrong.
We very apologize.
Very apologize.
Yes.
But before we leave, remember that we keep a schedule, so be sure to stick around.
That's my line! It's my line! And remember, we keep a schedule, so be sure to stick around for Monday Movie Madness and Friday Night Fights. We'll see y'all next time, nerd folk. Goodbye.
That was definitely my line.
No, it's not. You're not. It's not your line.
I'm done.